Hello guys, so in this lecture I'm going to introduce introduction about network layer. Yes, separately you will learn what is network layer, what are the responsibility of network layer in the chapter network layer, isn't it? What is transport layer, what is the responsibility of transport layer? You're going to learn in detail in the chapter transport layer, isn't it? But here in data link layer, yes, the one we can say that OSI or reference model was there. So under that all layers are there. So I'm going to introduce all the layers once, isn't it? Just introduction, isn't it? So that everything will be or some idea will be there, isn't it? So what is the responsibility of all the layers? What is OSI a reference model? What is the we can say that role of every each and every layer, isn't it? So that's why yes, in OSI we can say that reference model, yes, we are going to introduce all the layers little bit here. Okay, so first one is host to host connectivity. Host to host connectivity, that is main responsibility of network layer. Let's say one host is there in any network. Yes, one more host is there in another network. So yes, we can say that yes, this host to host connectivity is taken care by the network layer. That means layer will identify any host in any other network, isn't it? That is your destination host, isn't it? Okay. So we can say that yes, data link layer works at what? LAN environment, means within one network, that is host to host, isn't it? Okay, host to host connectivity is taken care by network layer, and process to process, that means end to end, isn't it? Inside your system, one of process will be there to that process to the another process which is inside the host in any other network, isn't it? That is taken care by the transport layer. So for host to host connectivity, we can say that yes, network layer is going to use logical addressing, isn't it? So let's say this is network 1, this is network 2, let's say this is network 3, and let's say this is network 4, isn't it? So yes, to identify any host in another network, that is taken care by network layer with the help of logical addressing. And yes, we have seen logical addressing, that is IP addressing, in the beginning of computer network, isn't it? Okay, so in the starting itself I discussed what is logical addressing, what is IP addressing, isn't it? IP addressing is what? Logical addressing only. Next responsibility of network layer is what? Third one, that is switching. That is switching, isn't it? Switching means what? Let's say one network is there, isn't it? So yes, one data is transmitted. So here we can say that switches will be there, isn't it? Well, switches will be there, and these switches will take the decision, yes, to which network we can say that this data has to be transmitted. Let's say these are the networks, isn't it? So whenever incoming packet comes to the switch, then switching will be happen. Switching means the decision will be taken that to which network this particular data is to we can say that transmit, isn't it? That is known as what? Switching. Next one, we can say that fourth responsibility is what? The routing. Routing means what? Let's say, yes, one network is there. Let's say this is network, and one router is there. One more network is connected. Let's say network number 2, and one more network is there, isn't it? Various networks are there which are connected with the router. Now, routing means what? At routers, we can say that some routing tables will be built. Okay? Routing tables. So we can say that building these routing tables, isn't it? That is known as what? Routing, isn't it? Once routing or a routing table are ready, then yeah, switching will be happen, isn't it? So with the help of routing table, switching will be happen, isn't it? So these routing tables are helpful, yes, to take the decision by the switches, means in which direction this particular incoming packet should be transmitted, isn't it? So building routing table is comes under routing, and after with the help of routing table, the decision is taken care by the switches, isn't it? Or we can say that routers. Next one, yes, next responsibility of network layer is congestion control. Congestion control, isn't it? Congestion control means, let's say one router is there and every router will be having some buffer. So inside this buffer, some incoming packets will be stored. Yeah, so sometimes what will happen? Yes, these buffers get congested, isn't it? So there congestion control policies are required. But guys, in our syllabus, GATE syllabus, only IP is there. So in IP, we can say that congestion control is not required. So that's why we are not going to cover congestion control in network layer. But in TCP, yes, transport layer, we are going to discuss congestion control policy, isn't it? So that is not required for GATE. Congestion control at network layer. Congestion control at TCP transport layer is in the syllabus. That is important also. Okay. Next one is fragmentation. Next responsibility is what? Fragmentation. Yes, we'll see in detail at network layer. That is very, very important, isn't it? I'm introducing little bit here. Yes, in detail we'll see in the chapter network layer. Let's say, yes, one LAN is there that is connected by, yes, router, and one more LAN is there, isn't it? Let's say this is Ethernet and this one is, let's say, token ring. So different kind of LANs or with the different topologies, these LANs are connected with one router, isn't it? So this is, let's say, LAN 1, this is LAN 2. So I already told you at Ethernet maximum amount of data allowed is 1500 bytes. And in the token ring, the maximum amount of data depends on token holding time, isn't it? So we can say that at the token ring, the maximum amount of data depends on token holding time. And at Ethernet LAN, we can say that maximum data allowed is 1500 bytes. So let's say LAN 1 wants to transmit any data to LAN 2. So let's say this data is of, let's say, 2000 bytes. So what should be done? Yes, this data should be fragmented at this router so that it doesn't cross the maximum limit of Ethernet. So how this fragmentation is done? Yes, we'll see in network layer in detail, isn't it? I hope this one is clear to everyone. So these are the main responsibilities of the network, isn't it? Okay, I hope this one is clear to everyone. Thank you so much.